Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a seriously exciting career mission briefing, specifically a software engineer role over at Vandewiele Savio, India. If you're a developer trying to figure out exactly where the industry is heading, that spot where heavy physical industry collides with high-tech software, well, you're definitely going to want to pay close attention to the architecture and requirements we're about to break down. So to kick things off, we really have to ask, what does it genuinely take to build scalable enterprise applications that completely revolutionize something as foundational as textile solutions? Look, it's one thing to build a consumer app, right? But driving digital transformation in a massive manufacturing environment, that requires a totally different caliber of engineering. You're literally bridging the gap between gritty factory floor operations and cutting-edge cloud tech. Now, to step up and equip yourself for this kind of challenge, there is a baseline. We're talking a minimum of 3 years of proven experience as a software engineer, backed by a B or B.Tech degree. This isn't an entry-level playground where you're just figuring things out on the fly. They're looking for someone who's already made their junior mistakes, knows the fundamental laws of software development inside and out, and is absolutely ready to apply that hard-earned knowledge to some incredibly complex enterprise-scale problems. The arena for this challenge is Vandewiele Savio India Private Limited. Their tagline is Textile Solutions Together, and they sit right at that fascinating intersection of heavy manufacturing and digital transformation we just talked about. And what's really fantastic here is that they're officially a certified great place to work for 2025 to 2026. So you aren't just joining an industrial powerhouse. You're joining a company that's been thoroughly vetted and recognized for how well it treats its teams. Section 1, Mastering the Core Tech Stack, specifically focusing on your back-end arsenal. Let's get into it. Categorizing this technical toolkit, we've got to start with the heavy lifting in the back end. You're going to be relying heavily on C# and ASP.NET Web API, basically Microsoft's bread and butter for enterprise. You'll pair that with Entity Framework and ADO.NET for your data access layer. The overarching focus here? Building highly scalable, incredibly secure ORM-based applications. These are the absolute bulletproof backbones that keep massive enterprise manufacturing processes running without a single hitch. Moving over to the data layer, and let me tell you, in manufacturing, data is literally everything. Every machine, every process, every shipment generates massive amounts of telemetry. Here, your mastery of heavyweights like Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server becomes absolutely vital. You aren't just writing basic queries. You're diving deep into PL/SQL and T-SQL for high-performance optimization. Plus, you'll be utilizing SSIS for complex data integration and SSRS for critical business reporting. It's all about data modeling, tuning performance, and making sure business leaders have the exact reports they need the exact moment they need them. All right, Section 2, Front-End, APIs, and Integration. Subtitled, Connecting the Enterprise. Obviously, your back-end code needs to actually be accessible, which is exactly where your front-end powers come in. You'll be driving business operations by creating seamless, highly responsive user experiences using either Angular or React, all built on a rock-solid foundation of JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. But honestly, the magic really happens with REST APIs. You'll be designing and integrating them to connect internal factory systems with external vendor and client systems. You're essentially building the digital nervous system that allows all these completely disparate applications to talk to each other flawlessly. Moving right along to Section 3, the delivery and the future, or how work gets done. So the absolutely crucial point here is how you actually deploy this impressive tech stack within a fast-paced modern team environment. You are definitely not going to be working in a silo. You'll be jumping in across all stages of the software development lifecycle. We're talking being embedded in Agile teams, managing your source code through Git, and utilizing Azure DevOps to build robust CI/CD, that's continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines. This is what ensures the code you write actually gets tested and pushed to production safely, and more importantly, automatically. Now, here is where the role gets uniquely challenging and, frankly, super rewarding. You're going to serve as the bridge between two entirely different eras of technology. On one side, you've got traditional foundational ERP platforms like INFOR or SAP, massive systems that handle core business processes and, let's be real, aren't exactly known for their lightning-fast agility. But on the other side, you have emerging tech like AI automation and Microsoft Copilot. Your job? To seamlessly integrate the steadfast reliability of those legacy ERPs with the incredible speed and innovation of modern AI. It's pretty clear from these requirements that you won't just be babysitting old legacy code.
Vandewiele Savio is actively pushing forward. You'll be supporting cutting-edge AI-driven automation projects. A massive part of this is configuring Microsoft Copilot to genuinely improve the productivity of the entire organization. You're literally setting up AI agents to help the company work smarter, not just harder. That dynamic alone is a huge resume booster.
On to Section 4, what you can expect. Let's pivot and talk about the actual rewards of this mission. So, what's actually in it for you? The company explicitly highlights a culture where innovation meets work-life balance. Beyond the continuous learning, the professional development, and the killer exposure to modern enterprise-scale tech, you'll thrive in a collaborative, team-oriented culture. And crucially, they genuinely focus on employee well-being. Look, in the fast-paced tech world, finding a place that offers high-level engineering challenges while still maintaining a truly balanced professional environment, that is a rare gem.
Finally, Section 5, your next career move. Let's do a quick review and see if your specific background makes you the ideal fit. If you're a full-stack developer, a dedicated .NET developer, or a back-end developer, this mission is absolutely for you. Even if your background is heavily anchored in ERP and application development, your skills are highly sought after here. But the real golden ticket? If you're a software professional who already has experience within the manufacturing domain, you literally speak the language. You already understand the unique day-to-day pressures of the factory floor. If that's you, this is absolutely your arena.
Okay, so if you're checking these boxes, it's time to take action. The role is based at their facility on Palachi Road in Thammarai Kollam, Coimbatore, which, if you don't know, is a massive industrial hub. To deploy your skills here, you're going to need to email your updated resume directly to jrbharthi.krishnaswamy at jrbharthi.krishnaswamy@savioindia.in.
So we've covered the tech stack, the robust databases, the agile delivery pipelines, and the wildly exciting integration of AI into traditional ERPs. We've seen the culture and the core requirements. The only provocative question remaining for you to answer right now is, are you ready to take up this incredible software arsenal and actively build the future of textile solutions? If the answer is yes, go get that resume updated today.